Hello, students. You should have gotten the lesson for today, comparing decimals. What I need you to do is if you feel like you might not have enough room here, you might want to pause the video and take out your math journal. I'm going to show you two strategies that you can use when comparing decimals. Now, kind of like when you compare normal numbers, you always want to start with the largest place value and then go smaller. Let's take a look at the first problem. Number 1, choose greater than, less than, or equal to correctly complete each decimal comparison. Okay, so on the side I want you to write 9, one second, there we go, 9 and 683 thousandths. For the next number, I want you to put the decimal point here. We see there's 9 wholes, 6 tenths, and 9 hundredths. Notice how there's no thousandths here. The number for nothing is 0, so I suggest you put a 0 there. Start from left to right as you compare the numbers. Both numbers have a 9 in the ones place, so we don't know which one's greater than or less than. Both numbers have 6 tenths. We still don't know. We have to go to the next place value. This number has 8 hundredths. This number has 9 hundredths. We can immediately identify that the top number has 1 less hundredth than the bottom number. Therefore, it has to be less than the bottom number. So 9 and 683 thousandths is less than 9 and 69 hundredths. Another strategy you could have used is you could have said, okay, here's the decimal point, here's the decimal point. They both have 9 wholes. I can move over. This has 6 tenths. This has 6 tenths. This has 8 hundredths. This has 9 hundredths. It's almost the same thing. You're just really making sure you use place value. I like rounding it up because then you're less likely to make a mistake. Now, take a look at the next one. I'm going to write 8 and 73 hundredths. And then I'm going to write, I see the decimal point there. I have 8 there also. Oh my goodness, I noticed something. Do you notice it too? Yeah, they're the same number. So I know that these two numbers are equal. Let's take a look at the last one. Let's use the strategy of using a shortcut of kind of just looking at the place value. Here's your decimal point. And here's your decimal point here. This is 6 tenths. This is 6 tenths. If you try to remember, tenths are like the sticks. So they both have 6 sticks in them. Not enough. Now we have, or not enough to compare really. Here's 7 hundredths. Here is 6 hundredths. Remember, the hundredths are like those little cubes. So here, there's one more cube than the next digit, the next number. So therefore, 674 thousandths is greater than 668 thousandths. Again, if I was to put the decimal point and line them up, I would have no whole number, 674 thousandths. Again, no whole number, 668 thousandths. You can see that these two place values have the same digit. Here is where they differ. The top number has 1 more hundredth than the bottom. If you feel like you have a good understanding of place value, you can keep going. Let's try letter A and B in case you're not sure. And regardless of what you do, you need to show your work. Underline the place value that helped you, or write the numbers on the side like I did here. Your choice. So like I said, if you feel confident, you can pause the video and work on your own. If you don't feel confident, let's try A and B together. Let's take a look at letter A. It says, select all the statements that correctly compare the two numbers. So I want the statements that are correct. 2 7/78 is greater than 2 8/10. I notice here's the decimal point here, and here's the decimal point here. This has 2 holes, this has 2 holes. So I don't know which one's greater than, less than. They're still equal to. Let's keep going to the next place value. Here's 7/10. Oh look, here's 8/10. I know that 7/10 is less than 8/10. Therefore, this symbol is not correct. If I was to line it up, I'd have 2.78. Put my decimal point underneath. There's 2 holes and 8/10. I have no hundredths, I put a 0 there. I see that these two are the same. The next two, I notice that there's 1 less tenth. Therefore, it's not true. Go ahead and try the rest on your own. Be careful to read the question carefully. If you have any questions, I will help you on Friday. See you tomorrow.